California real estate has a reputation for being expensive, complicated, and unlike anywhere else in America. But is it really that different? The median home price in California is around $800,000, more than double the national average. But beyond the eye-popping price, the entire process of buying or selling a home here follows a unique set of rules. Whether you're planning to move to the Golden State or just curious about how real estate works in one of the world's largest economies, understanding California's approach to property transactions reveals a lot about the broader housing market. Today, we're breaking down exactly how real estate works in California, from who's involved in the process to why the paperwork looks different than in Texas or New York. We'll explain the strange world of disclosure requirements, explain what happens during escrow, and reveal the often surprising legal protections that make California unique. This video is for informational purposes only and is not intended as legal or real estate advice.
How do you think real estate in California?
Home prices are so outrageous.
How does
real estate even work in California?
Let's start with the most important players in a California real estate transaction. Unlike some states, California has a somewhat unusual approach to real estate representation. In most California transactions, you'll encounter listing agents who represent the sellers and market the property, buyer's agents who represent people looking to purchase, transaction coordinators who manage paperwork and timelines, escrow officers, neutral third parties who handle the money, and title companies who research and ensure the property's legal status, home inspectors who evaluate the property's condition, and finally, appraisers who determine the value of the home. One unique aspect of California real estate is that dual agency is legal. This means one agent can represent both the buyer and the seller in the same transaction, something that's prohibited in many other states due to the obvious conflict of interest. But the biggest differences in California real estate don't involve the people, they involve the process itself. In California, most residential real estate transactions follow these three basic steps. First, an offer is made using a standardized purchase agreement called the California Residential Purchase Agreement, or RPA. This isn't just a simple contract. The standard California RPA runs about 16 pages long with dozens of additional disclosure forms. Once an offer is accepted, the transaction enters escrow. In California, escrow periods typically last 30 days, though they can be shorter or longer depending on the agreement. During this time, several key events happen simultaneously. The buyer conducts inspections, typically a general home inspection plus specialized home instructions for things like termites, foundation issues, or mold if needed. California's inspection period is usually 17 days from acceptance, giving buyers more time than many other states to thoroughly investigate their purchase. At the same time, the seller must complete extensive disclosure packages, and this is where California really stands apart. California has some of the most comprehensive seller disclosure requirements in the nation. Sellers must complete a transfer disclosure statement, or TDS, revealing everything from known defects to the neighborhood nuisances. They must also provide a natural hazard disclosure, or NHD, detailing risks from earthquakes, floods, wildfires, or other environmental hazards. But that's not all. California sellers must also disclose any deaths on the property within the last 3 years. Known environmental hazards like asbestos or lead paint, noise issues from nearby airports or highways, pending litigation affecting the property, any boundary disputes with neighbors, and even spiritual matters like suspected paranormal activity. These disclosure requirements reflect California's caveat venditor, or let the seller beware approach, which puts more responsibility on sellers than in caveat emptor states where buyers bear most of the risk. While all this is happening, the buyer's lender is processing the mortgage application. California is a deed of trust state rather than a mortgage state, which affects the foreclosure process but makes little difference during a normal purchase. As the escrow period nears its end, the buyer conducts a final walkthrough and closing documents are prepared. Here's another California quirk. Unlike other states that use in-person closings where everyone gathers around a table, California typically uses separate signings for buyers and sellers. Documents are signed, funds are transferred, and the deed is recorded at the county recorder's office. So if the county record is closed, nobody's doing anything that day. At this point, the new owner receives the keys and transaction is complete. But what about real estate agents themselves? In California, all real estate agents must work under a broker. Agents must complete 135 hours of pre-license education and pass a state exam. Brokers need additional education and experience. It used to be back in the day that to become a broker, all you needed was a 4-year college degree. As long as you had your license, you can then become a broker, but that's not the case anymore. Let's talk about commissions. California real estate commissions traditionally follow the national model, around 5 to 6% of the sale price. split between the listing and the buyer sides. However, this is changing due to recent legal settlements affecting the National Association of Realtors, or otherwise known as NAR. The California housing market itself has some distinctive characteristics. Supply constraints from geographic limitations and restrictive zoning combine with high demand to create the state's notoriously high prices. California also has some unique laws affecting real estate, like Proposition 13. It limits the property tax increases, creating situations where neighbors in identical homes might pay dramatically different tax amounts based on when they purchased the home. Another California peculiarity is the prevalence of homeowners associations, or HOAs. Roughly 1 in 4 Californians lives in an HOA community, adding another layer of rules and fees to property ownership. For investors, California follows its own rules. The state has strong tenant protections, rent control in many cities, and complex eviction procedures that make it a challenging environment for landlords compared to more investor-friendly states. Despite these complexities, or perhaps maybe because of them, California's real estate market remains one of the most dynamic and valuable in the world. The state's $4.1 trillion economy would rank as the world's 4th largest if it were an independent country. And its real estate market reflects this economic powerhouse status. So, what does all this mean if you're looking to buy or sell in California? For buyers, it means you have strong legal protections and disclosure requirements working in your favor. But you'll face high prices and fierce competition. For sellers, it means potentially excellent returns on investment, but significant disclosure responsibilities and regulatory compliance. And for everyone involved, it means navigating a unique system that has evolved to address California's distinctive economic, geographic, and cultural landscape. Whether you find California's approach to real estate refreshingly thorough or unnecessarily complex largely depends on your perspective. But one thing is for certain: understanding these regional differences gives us insight into how housing markets adapt to local conditions and how the seemingly simple act of buying or selling a home can vary dramatically from place to place. Flux Media is a real estate media company. We are not licensed to provide legal advice, real estate services, or financial consulting. If you have specific questions about a transaction, contract, or local laws, we highly recommend speaking with a licensed attorney or real estate professional. If you enjoyed this breakdown about California real estate, subscribe for more content that demystifies the world of housing markets, property investment, and real estate trends across America. Square footage squared away. This is Square Footnote.